Hello and welcome back to
Part 2.
Part 2.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back to Part 2. Welcome to Part 2.
Yeah, that's true. You're welcome from Part 1 to Part 2.
Yeah.
Anyway.
This is Part 2 and you're welcome to it.
Right, apart from our insaneness, it is now time for
Strange historical middle facts.
which is, these are the last 3 I have on my phone.
No.
So, unless by some miracle I find either something similar or some more, there won't be any more of these. Right, so to start you off, I've started with the 3.
Yep.
So we've got,
It's the abracadabra triangle.
it is treat malaria with magic.
Alright.
Writing abracadabra. What it was, a cure for malaria used by ancient Romans.
Really?
It treated malaria, a parasitic illness. What replaced it?
Medicine.
Antiparasitics and antibiotics.
Yeah.
Didn't that, I mean, on none of these, they've actually, I sort of want to know what's going on in the background for these, how they come up with bits and things like that. So,
Yeah, the abracadabra triangle is very old.
yes, evidently. They're saying about that there. Right, so our next item are
Eyeballs.
sheep's eyeballs.
Alright.
Hangover cure, pickled sheep's eyes.
Ugh.
What it was, a glass of tomato juice with a pickled sheep's eye in it. What it treated, the symptoms of a hangover. What replaced it, lots of fluids, pain relievers and carbohydrates.
Yeah.
Also a good English breakfast.
You say good English breakfast, carbohydrates and fat and salt. Okay.
Now, I'm not being funny, but I don't know many people that could even manage to swallow that, let alone. Oh.
No. The gut buster we used to go for, that was much more appetising. That was it.
However, obviously, having something like this, this next cure might come in handy.
Yeah.
Got bad breath? Drink elephant bile.
Elephant bile.
What it was, drinking elephant bile to remove toxins from your mouth that cause bad breath. What
Nice.
treated halitosis, which is the posh word.
With the bad breath. Yeah.
What replaced it? Oral hygiene care, medical intervention if part of an underlying disease.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, after your hangover cure, you need to drink some...
Yeah, take an elephant bile.
Yeah. I mean, these are really... I'm really going to miss these medical facts because I think they're wicked. And I mean, you know, we've all had our favourite ones. I'm particularly partial to the cornflakes cure and the sitting in a whale for arthritis.
The whale one was quality.
But it just seemed to me that a lot of the time I don't know where they come up.
Something's going around.
Because they were smoking opium a lot back then.
Could be, yeah, it could be.
I mean, some of it is way older than that, but you've got to wonder, haven't you?
Yeah.
Right, so that was our last ever medical facts one, unless, as I said, find something different.
Yeah.
Right.
Next.
So that leads us to Darren's bits.
Yay.
We're all partial to those.
Right, I saw this bit here. It's got Google Pixel Buds for $159 can translate 40 languages in real time in your ear. The Babelfish is here. The Babelfish was in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It absorbed brainwaves or speech, and the bits that it kicked out was language. The bit was, if you put it in your ear, it would translate any language, which is basically what this would do.
But isn't
There's
it?
40 languages in real time in your ear.
I mean, don't we have a certain amount of that deposited in our brains? Because if you're having a brain op, I know there's certain places in the brain that they can hit,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden you'll start speaking fluent French, or
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? So it does make you wonder. It sort of adds to the reincarnation bit as well, because we only use a very small percentage of our brain, and some of us use less than that. So and mine isn't always functioning, to be perfectly honest. I have power outage. But yeah, it does make you wonder.
We got here. Oh yes, that is Judge Doom from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Oh.
The steamrolled Judge Doom prop from Who Framed Roger Rabbit hangs outside the men's bathroom in Industrial Light and Magic.
That is so cool. And also really creepy. You're there late at night, needing to use the bathroom. You'd nip into the ladies, wouldn't you?
Oh yes, Elvis.
He's not in Summerfield again, is he?
No. After a concert in Jacksonville, Florida, during the show, he teased the screaming girls by saying he'd see them backstage after the show, which prompted a mad rush towards the stage. A riot occurred. Fans cornered Elvis in his dressing room and tore off his clothes for a souvenir.
Oh my God.
It was in 1955.
Actually, I'm not being funny, but you get a large group of any human beings coming towards you, and it's got to be pretty scary.
It's got to be terrifying, yeah.
Really like being in is it the bull run they have in Spain?
Yeah, the run of the bulls, yeah.
Or something, yeah.
Alright. This is the smallest McDonald's in the world.
Oh.
It's in Sweden. It is actually a beehive.
Oh, so it's not a functioning?
No, well, it is a functioning, look, there it is. The beehive. What they did it as a promotion bit to try and protect bees. And they put bits across the roads in Sweden McDonald's, to give beehives. This actually sold for an auction of $10,000. But yeah, they were doing it in Sweden and hoping that it would catch on across the country and catch on worldwide, because you've got all this empty space on top of the building where you could have beehives in it, as bees are very endangered, and if bees die, we'll die.
Yeah. That's right. There's no
they reckon if bees died out, we'd live less than a year. So it's quite important.
It is.
You know what I mean?
If you have got a garden or even window boxes, providing you are not allergic to bees, because obviously I do not want to turn around and say, oh, you should plant some flowers and that.
Yeah, wildflowers.
And wildflowers are always so pretty.
You can get them a lot of places. You can find them online. They're called bee bombs, and you throw them in the garden. You just throw them into the garden. It contains fertiliser, wildflowers, and bits like that, and they just grow all flowers up that bees like.
So you've got the added beauty of the fact that you've got some beautiful flowers to kill for a garden. That wouldn't actually kill, because
I don't know. Depends who it is.
I look too much.
So it depends who it is.
No, honestly, I mean, yeah, if you do get the option, do so, because I mean, it is exceptionally important.
Yeah.
Also, if you get a chance in Devon, there's bee place you can go to. That's quite fascinating.
Start with just a couple of McDonald's locations. Franchises all across Sweden have started to join the bee saving efforts. McDonald's hopes that their actions will spread internationally with the help of this new campaign.
It's a good idea. I know it's a gimmick for them, because obviously as a business you want to come across as being all, you know,
That you care.
I'm really sorry and everything, but businesses, generally speaking, do things for money, not.
That's right. That's how they don't do things like care.
But
You know what I
it's an
mean?
added bonus, and to be perfectly honest, I'm not going to come down on them for it because,
Yeah.
you know, if more businesses did this, it'd be even for the better.
Yeah.
As I said, it's worth putting the flowers out there, guys. It really is. And if you see a bee just sitting on the floor, a little bit of sugar water. Don't drown it, but a little bit of sugar water usually is enough to give it enough
Next
energy.
to it, not on it.
Yes, next to it, not on it. That's right.
Right. Got this one here. We've got the last Japanese soldier to surrender.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, Lieutenant Hero on the centre. He was in the jungle. Still. He didn't know.
Nobody told him World War II.
Nobody told him World War II was over. He did hear bits. He didn't believe it because he didn't believe that his country would ever surrender. So he thought it was all lies. He finally handed over his sword on the 9th of March 1974.
So there you go. The last person.
He held it in the Philippine jungle for 29 years. And he said in interviews and writings after his return to Japan, he said that he'd been unable to accept that China capitulated.
It's strange, isn't it? You know, I mean, it's a fair point in some ways. I mean, you wonder whether there are people from other places where they are in the middle of nowhere, sort of thing. And
so you've got to believe he was in the Philippine jungle. I say he was very probably on his own around there. So
it must have been such a lonely existence as well, though.
Yeah.
And that's dedication.
That's right. So what have we got next? Oh yes, this is books arranged by a librarian. Simply brilliant. There we go. Don't have to have a show on here. It's got. All right, here we go. I'll zoom it out a bit so it shows up a bit easier. We've got the English patient had caught it on the beach. I should have stayed home, she said. Now she was in quarantine, in the dark, house of splendid isolation, still. Hope springs eternal. With a little bit of luck, common sense and personal hygiene, the Corona book of horror stories must end soon. Always remember, clean hands save lives, and when in doubt, don't go out.
Oh my gosh. That is genius.
Part genius, part way too much time on it, solid heads.
Yes.
But yeah, I saw that. I thought that's brilliant.
Well, no, I've never seen anything about that. That is quite outstandingly different.
Yeah.
I like that. Very clever.
Yeah. Right, and I've got this one here, just in case.
Oh dear.
I'm here a week. Try the chicken. And that's the end of my bits.
Well, I feel a little cheated.
Right, so we've got shop updates.
Yes, we have.
I'm going to start one that's not on here because I just said about it today because we bought one. Cold Box have got their Fiver Friday ones on there, which they usually keep going over the weekend as well until they get rid of them.
Also, she's done up some brooms, but go on the site and have a look at that by all means. But it's worth having a look anyway.
Yeah, so she's got a Fiver Friday, so always good.
Yep, so we've got Fiver Friday one coming.
Yep. This is from
Gem Boutique. Right, these wreaths, this is the ghost one.
Yep.
Then you've got the pumpkin one.
Yep. And
the
spider one. Oh.
No, we've actually ordered the pumpkin one.
We've actually ordered the pumpkin one, yeah.
because the price on them is so good. And not only that, to be honest, the minute I saw the pumpkin one,
Yeah.
I fell in absolute love with it.
Yeah.
And I thought, it's going to be expensive. These
Yeah.
things always are. It's handmade. It's, you know.
£15 now.
£15 plus £3 postage.
Yeah.
So, do you know what? I thought, no, it is just too good to pass up. Really got to get that.
Yeah.
And it also reminded me of the table flowers setting sort of doodads that we had on our wedding.
Yeah, we had
because we had
the apples and bits like that.
Yeah,
and
it
vines
was
and bits.
Sort of medieval, basically, and it was using flora.
Yeah.
And, you know, that time sort of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, we had pine cones and apples and bits like that. So yeah, we saw that and thought, do you know what? We could keep that throughout autumn and Christmas. So.
Right.
Very excited
And
to get that.
there. Right. Got Pumpkin Hollow Shop. Now, Jess is on holiday until the 8th of October. Feel free to favourite anything you'd like to purchase when I'm back. Yeah, there is. She hasn't actually got the quarterly ones on there yet, has she?
No. In fact, when I looked, it said 0 items, so I don't know whether or not
she may have taken everything off.
Yeah.
May take everything off when you take a break.
She may be doing for a shake-up sort of thing. I don't know. We don't know if she's away on holiday or.
But October's supposed to be October should be the quarterly box. The quarterly one.
So we're
looking
forward to that. We haven't heard anything about it yet, so
no.
As we find out, we'll, as always, let you guys know.
Yep.
Can I just point out, I have got some new ears on today.
Yep.
Just wanted to
the wagon ears.
They are. They're dragon wing ears. Right.
Yep. And got bits from.
I went on to
Witchbox,
Box, and I mean, you guys know already that I want to get that green man face. I presume that she'll have more than one of these, I can imagine anyway. But I just thought, you know, I'll
that looks
take
like Nemesis.
A couple of screenshots.
Actually, that does.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's similar to one your mum's got.
Oh, excuse me, yawning away.
We've got Alchemy Gothic pentagram hanging decoration. Tree Man Goblet, that's also
I thought with
one.
autumn and Halloween and things coming up, you guys might want to see some different bits and bobs.
Message Bearer Clock.
Now, I will say, I mean, these clocks are fabulous. We used to sell them, and they are blooming great.
Yeah.
They really are good quality.
Yeah.
Clocks.
They're great clocks. Yeah. So we used to sell them. We've still got some, but we'll be getting rid of them because we've had them, and they take up so much space.
Yeah.
When we haven't got a lot of space left, they take up a lot of space. Got Triple Moon desk clock. That's nice. It's like resin. That does.
They're usually quite heavy.
Yeah. Don't quit your daydreams. Alchemy Gothic Black Rose Reef candle ring.
Yeah.
Very nice.
And so it really is lovely. I mean, as always, I say to people, look at the description, because sometimes things are a bit smaller or a bit bigger than you expect. So it's always worth, behave yourself.
No.
It's always worth.
No, I was thinking about the dream catchers we bought for the shop. They actually didn't sell badly, but Debbie, everything else on the site was in centimetres.
Yes, they weren't.
Yeah, they weren't. So there was all these ones on there, 24 centimetre dream catchers.
They weren't centimetres.
That weren't 24 centimetres. They were 24-inch dream catchers across. We got two in the bedroom.
We got two in the bedroom.
They did sell quite well.
Huge,
but,
and they are
but they were immense.
Right, so I haven't got much detail on the next bits. So, what I will mention actually is that it still goes under shop updates in a way anyway.
Yeah.
I think we've already told you guys that we're getting a countdown to Halloween one from Coven.
Coven, yeah.
And
We've also
we have
ordered the 25 day.
Is it 25?
Yes, 25. Yeah, 25 day one
day
from Coven. Advent one
for Christmas, obviously. We did and over it, but you guys know we mostly we usually get quite cheap advent calendars throughout the year when they're on offers and bits like that. We like to give you guys a variety.
Yeah.
I think we're at the moment. I think we're at 12 different advent calendars.
Don't know.
It may be more than that. But we've got some.
But it'll be done each day.
They will be each day.
It'll be done each day in Vlogmas or Hexmas.
Some days you will get more than one post because obviously if we're unboxing and bits like that, you'll have more posts.
Yeah.
Not quite sure what we're going to do about Christmas yet. Whether we're actually going to do like opening presents with you guys or not, I don't know yet. We haven't discussed it, and it depends on whether we get an all very much in at all. Sort of thing, but
yeah, sure. It's like you might not get much of it.
It isn't cheap, but it's good value, if that makes sense. But no, we really wanted to do a proper one that we hadn't just got on the cheap. But there's a big variation. We do not do boring advent calendars.
No,
it's not like we're going to sit here with our Cadbury's one as tasty as they might be.
Look, a chocolate.
Yes, we got a chocolate. And
look, another chocolate.
Yes, this is it. So no, you won't be expecting that.
No, we'll be eating the chocolates on our own.
Actually, one chocolate a day isn't bad for me. Because they're only tiny little things anyway. But no,
I mean, one,
yeah, she does. But no, the ones we got all different ones basically, and I don't want to spoiler alert it.
We'll say what ones they are closer to the time.
Yeah,
because it's still only September.
But as we said, we let you know about the Coven one because it's one we're particularly excited about. They've got a picture and details of last year's Christmas one.
It's very good.
Also, if you haven't got the money to do
Halloween on
27 days, they do a 13-day one as well, don't they?
Yeah.
But honestly, I mean,
the 13-day one's £50.
Yeah.
The 25-day one is £75.
Which you can see why we opted for the £75 one. I mean, it always makes us slightly nervous because we never know. But the thing is, Coven have been blooming good. They really have.
Yeah.
And, you know, we wanted to give it a go and see how it goes, basically. Right, so, any new commenters, Darren?
New commenters, only one this week. Layla Evans.
That's a pretty name.
Hello, Layla.
Hi, Layla.
It was it this week, the new ones. We had comments from older ones.
Oh, we had plenty, yeah. Old and used.
Yeah.
No, it's lovely hearing from you, all you guys. But obviously, if you're a newbie, it's quite nice to greet you.
Yeah.
You know, it's just right.
Questions?
Any questions?
Right. Laura said a bit about last couple of weeks. Last week, was the week before last, you couldn't watch following because it appeared the sound was an issue. We've noticed it again tonight. It judders on missing words in sentences and having to piece bits together here and there. I've watched a few videos beforehand tonight that were all fine. Not sure if anyone else maybe had noticed it or some sort of technical issues my end. We get it, don't we? We've had it. We had it when we watched it back. We had it on the TV, but it didn't. It did it a little less, or it did it less on the phone, and didn't do it at all on the computer.
I mean, there's a family that do.
But we're doing tomorrow. In fact, we'll get it. So I spent some birthday money, and I've got a microphone coming because hopefully that will stop that, because it may be because at the moment both of our voices are being picked up by the microphone and my camera here
That's right.
on my phone. So we're going to have a one multi-directional one here, so it should pick up both of our voices nicely. And yeah, it's a work in progress. But as you have seen, if you've seen the start of this one, I had a problem with the computer not working properly either. So
The thing is, guys, unfortunately, when you stream, it can start. I mean, there's a family when we watch. They're on most days.
yeah,
And sometimes we go through a stage of watching them each day, or we'll save a few up.
yeah,
And I've noticed it with them, and it doesn't necessarily matter too much which video,
yeah.
but every now and again the streaming. I mean, another popular one we've had happen is where they'll be talking, but the screen freezes, and then all of a sudden,
yeah,
this is it. It's like somebody's pressed fast forward.
But if anyone else gets a problem with it, if you let us know,
yes,
on it,
please.
because we won't necessarily know, because we won't necessarily watch it back.
No, I used to watch every one we did the next day back, to be perfectly honest.
But then again, we weren't kicking out a video every day in both bits.
And as much as I'd like to do that, because I'm concentrating a lot of the time on the projects, I'm not noticing so much what's going on. That's why I like to watch things that I've seen before when I'm doing different project bits.
But yeah, she was saying, I'm new to your channel since last week, and I've watched a lot of your craft videos now, which have all been fine. Hoping it corrects itself and I can enjoy it. Saying,
yeah, I hope so.
Hopefully this will sort it.
Yeah.
Because it could
Thank you
be
for letting us know, because it's always helpful to get the feedback, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, we wouldn't have known if it hadn't have been down to a couple of you saying about the sound quality on the first time we did this rejig.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have known there was a problem. So you know. So I got really enjoyed.
That was it. That was the only question. We got other comments and things.
What we got?
Got Angela. She was saying, I think I'll have to start taking pictures of our dog with a sign when he does something wrong. He's misbehaving a lot lately.
It's about right. What breed have you got, Angela? Actually, I think she said before, didn't she?
I can't remember.
No. Oh goodness. See, this is what happens. My brain goes out through my ear.
But yeah, and that was it.
And so we had. Right. So.
Yeah.
As promised, guys. Now this is the bit where we run through the competition details again.
Yeah.
So if you guys have seen it, then the only thing you're going to miss is us saying official goodbye and whatnot.
Yeah. And sometime I'll get some time. I will actually write it down on here as well.
Yeah,
so show on here.
because it'll be easier for you guys as well, because it's, we're quite confused. So here goes. Here's the competition rules.
Yep.
This is actually a draw for Darren's birthday. And although Darren's birthday was yesterday, officially he wasn't supposed to be born until the 5th of November.
Yep.
So we have got up until the 5th of November to try and get 500 followers.
Yep.
So if you share and comment and ring the little bell and so on, as much as you guys possibly can.
Yep.
If we reach 500 members or more,
yep,
by the time the 5th of November hits, when we'll be doing the draw,
yep,
one of you will be getting
a
very large prize.
What? Very large prize. A big box of bits.
With lots of different bits. Now, however, if we don't reach 500, we didn't want to penalise you guys that had joined or anything like that.
Still be.
So there'll still be a prize draw. However, there won't be so many items.
Yep.
Basically. And then all that'll happen with that is we'll probably put some bit in with the prize draw we like to do throughout for December, basically.
Yep.
So here's the thing. Every time you comment on one of our videos, your name goes into the hat.
Yep.
Now, when you, on a Friday or Saturday, depending on when Friday
on the Cwtch Corner
one goes out, you can earn quite a few points.
Yeah.
So first of all, comment on part 1 of Cwtch Corner.
Comment on part 2.
Comment on part 2 of Cwtch Corner gives you another point.
Yep.
If you go in for Sherlock, riddles or anagrams.
No.
Sherlock.
Riddles or captions.
Riddles or captions even. I'll keep doing that. That could potentially give you another 3 points, regardless of whether you are right or not.
Yeah.
Obviously the caption. You know, you can give as many answers as you, or bits in for the caption, but you won't still only get 1 point for it.
Yeah.
If you send us something on Instagram, you get a point for that. If you comment on any of our past videos, and we've done about 300 now, haven't we?
Oh, I'm over 300.
Yeah. So you've got a lot you can get points on, basically, through back watching, as long as you comment, because we know when you comment.
Yeah.
Basically. So yeah, so it's worth it. So it's a bit like Hunger Games, only good. So rather than saying you'll put your name in the hat to get some food to survive, X amount of times more, you're more likely to have to go through a harrowing course. Yeah. In this, however, you're more likely to get your name pulled out. That being said, if you've only commented once, you've still got one chance. It's just the more times you interact and bits like that,
the greater your odds.
The greater your odds, because it's like running horses.
Yeah.
So with that in mind, if any of you are confused, you can always write to us. We always try and answer questions and such on Friday, or on the Cwtch Corner bit. And if you want to send us pictures or funny little stories on Instagram, and regardless of whether we use it in the Cwtch Corner bit, we'll give you a point for that as well. So basically, there's lots of ways of getting your name in that hat, and as the more times your names are in there, the greater you have of winning.
Yeah.
Anyway, all this, of course, sort of stems from the idea from Game of Thrones. Yeah. So if you bring up Effie.
I will. Effie, drink it.
Now, I would love to say that we had the money to contact her in real life and say, can you pick it out for us? But we're quite happy showing you a picture instead, because that would just far too much.
Yeah.
But I do love her. She's fabulous. So, all that leaves us to say is, be safe, be different, and may the odds be ever in your favour.